Good morning. Today is Friday, and we've been putting in the work this week. I am so proud of each of you for courageously concentrating every day on each of your assignments. We are going to end this week on a fantastic note. Let's get started with the morning announcements. Now, every day, all of the Bobcats within our Scenic Hills School should strive to display our foundational values. In order to do this, you must think about the 3R approach, which is to be respectful, be responsible, and to always be ready to learn.
Good morning, Scenic Hills Elementary students and staff. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for the Bobcat Affirmation. Bobcats are powerful. I think positively. I take ownership of my actions. I make wise choices. I am excited about new learning. I will reach my goals. I will forgive others and myself. I am understanding of differences. I am a leader. I am a Bobcat. This has been Miguel Nehara, and from Miss Carol's class. Remember, at Scenic Hills Elementary, every student counts and every moment matters. Stay tuned for the Bobcat broadcast.
In today's classroom spotlight, we would like to shine a light on our pre-K scholars, those especially in Miss Edwards' class. On yesterday, these scholars were exceptional. They were writing their names, their letters, matching their uppercase and lowercase letters, matching beginning sounds in the pre-K classroom. Not only that, but they were doing it while being respectful, responsible, and ready to learn. Great job, pre-K scholars. I can't wait to visit the other 2 pre-K classrooms over the next couple of weeks so that I can spotlight some special scholars in those classrooms too. Keep it up. Today we have one scholar celebrating a birthday. We would like to give a very special birthday shout out to Deanna Yules. Oh, Deanna, we are so excited that you came to school to spend your special day with us. We hope that this day brings you everything that makes you smile. If you are in the room with Deanna, you know how we do at the hill. Point to her and say, Happy birthday!
3GC Literacy Pledge. I promise to read each day and each night. I know it's the key to grow up right. I read to myself, I read to the crowd. It makes no difference if silent or loud. I read at my desk, at home, and at school, on a beanbag or bed, by a fire or pool. Each book that I read puts smarts in my head, because rain grows more thoughts, the more they are fed. Come rain or come shine, snow, wind,
by Deborah Angustein.
In today's Student Spotlight, scholars, today we will be spotlighting the first 4 students who have turned in their Read to Achieve bookmark for the Grizzlies Literacy Challenge, which was to read 6 books in 6 weeks. So, our first scholar, the very first scholar in the school to turn in their bookmark was Kevion Fleming. Kevion, you are number 1, the very first scholar to finish the 6 books in 6 weeks challenge. The second scholar to turn in their bookmark for the 6 books in 6 weeks was Destiny Adams. Destiny, you rock. Congratulations. You are scholar number 2. Now, these next 2 scholars both turned their bookmarks in at the exact same time, so they count as number 3. So, our third scholars to turn in their 6 books in 6 weeks bookmarks for the Grizzlies Read to Achieve Challenge are Kennedy Lindsay and Camille Arnold. Congratulations to our first 4 scholars who have turned in their Grizzlies Read to Achieve 6 books in 6 weeks bookmark. Teachers, please send these 4 students down at 8:45 this morning so that we can get a photo of them with their bookmarks and we can put them on our Grizzlies Read to Achieve Wall of Fame. I can't wait to add more scholars to our Grizzlies Read to Achieve Wall of Fame. Don't forget, your bookmark is due by Tuesday. So you better get reading. In our school-wide events and activities, we have 3 things to discuss today. The first is that on next Tuesday and Wednesday, scholars, you have the opportunity to prove that you are a brilliant Bobcat, a rising star, or a double-digit scholar. You probably saw those nice wristbands that some of your classmates have received. You have the opportunity to get your own or to add more to the ones you already have. You could have wristbands coming all the way up your arm to your elbow. Let's see. Which scholar, I wonder how many wristbands could you possibly earn this year? We'll have to keep account of who has the most wristbands. Teachers, check and see who has the most wristbands in your classroom. Send me the name of that scholar. Maybe I can give them a shout out. So our second announcement is you have the opportunity to earn a fun-filled day with food and fun. All you have to do is, when you get in the car this afternoon, ask your parents, have they registered you for the next school year? You have until March the 25th. March the 25th, on that day, we will be having our attendance bash. Now, you know how we have fun. You know how we like to have some good food. You know how much you want to attend this attendance bash, all you have to do to earn admission into our attendance bash is to make sure that your parent registers you for the upcoming school year. This includes our grade 5 scholars. We can tell if your parent has registered you for the middle school of your choice for next year. So make sure you have until March the 25th. That is, you have until the Friday we get back to school after spring break. You have that whole entire week. You must be registered by March the 25th at 10 o'clock in the morning in order to be eligible for our attendance bash. So today, that is your homework for this weekend. On Tuesday, you took home a gold sheet of paper. That gold sheet of paper had registration information on the back. All your parents have to do is fill that piece of paper out and bring it back to the school. That's all you have to do. And then you will be ready for the food and the fun for March the 25th. Easy, easy, easy. Now, we just spotlighted the first four scholars. The first four scholars to turn in their 6 books in 6 weeks, Read to Achieve Grizzly's bookmark. Have you finished your book? If you haven't finished that last book, you have until next Tuesday to turn in your 6 books in 6 weeks, Grizzly's Read to Achieve bookmark. Now we might be able to help a couple of people out today as we will be listening to a couple of stories because it is Read Across America Week. Now, you know we love at the Hill. We absolutely, positively love participating in things that are happening across America, around the world. So today, we will be participating in the Read Across America Week. Now, we almost didn't make it in, but today is Friday and it is still Read Across America Week. So, in honor of Read Across America Week, and we haven't read a book all week, we have the opportunity to listen to 4 books today. 4 books today. Now, teachers, you will need to decide if you want your class to listen to all 4 books at the same time or just one at a time. But I am asking that you at least allow your scholars to listen to the first book where it talks about the history of rock, paper, scissors. It's my favorite one. I want everyone to listen to the story of rock, paper, and scissors. And then when you see me at lunch, I want to know if you actually enjoy this book. Now, if your class listens to all 4, just be able to tell me which story was your favorite of the day. Mine is the history of rock, paper, scissors, but it might not be your favorite. So just let me know. And because our Bobcats are so brilliant, I have a second edition of the Student Spotlight for today. So in addition to those 4 students who received their shout outs for being the first 4 to turn in their Grizzlies Read to Achieve bookmark, yesterday, I walked into Miss Somerville's classroom, and wouldn't you know that 2 of her students asked me if they could read the PBOs to me. So Mr. Jeremiah Jones read the reading PBO that you see on the screen. He was reading words like identify and determine and text in the 1st grade. And then, if that wasn't enough, Mr. Kingston, he would got up and he said, Miss White, I can read the math PBO. And he read words such as distinguish, attributes, possess, 2-dimensional shapes. He was on the ball. Him and Jeremiah, they blew me away. Do you know what your PBO says on the board? Are you able to read your PBO? Do you know what those words mean? Every day in every space, we begin our lesson with a PBO. If I walk into the classroom, would you be able to read that PBO to me? Teachers, let me know. I'll be looking for more scholars who are reading because each and every day we are working to build brilliant Bobcats. And every day, I am amazed, scholars, at your brilliance.
Hi there, Celeste McCusker with PEC here to wish you a very happy Read Across America Day. We know what a fun day this is for you at your school, celebrating learning and reading. It's important to us at PEC to continue our cooperative-wide tradition of this special day. What's your favorite book? I really like Dog Breath, The Horrible Trouble with Halitosis, because I love dogs. It seems like most dogs have stinky breath, don't they? We recorded a few of our employees reading their favorite books, and we're happy to share them with you. Did you know you can learn 4,000 to 12,000 words every year just by reading? So enjoy these fun books, complete the educational worksheets from our website, and then get to reading your own favorite books. Happy Read Across America Day and happy reading.
Hi, my name's Amanda Moropoulos, and today I'll be reading The Legend of Rock, Paper, Scissors by Drew Daywalt and pictures by Adam Rex. Long ago, in an ancient and distant realm called the Kingdom of the Backyard, there lived a warrior named Rock. Rock was the strongest in all of the land, but he was also sad because nobody could give him a worthy challenge. Rock traveled to the mysterious forest of over by the tire swing, where he met a warrior who hung on a rope holding a giant's underwear. "Drop that underwear, you battle me, and you ridiculous wooden clip man. I will pinch you and I will make you cry, Rock warrior." Rock versus clothespin. Rock is victorious. Even though he had won, Rock was still unsatisfied, so he journeyed on to the mystical Tower of Grandma's favorite apricot tree. There he was met by an odd and delicious fruit. "You, sir, look like a fuzzy little butt." "What? I challenge you to a duel." "Then let us battle." Rock versus apricot. "I will beat you, Rock, with my tart and tangy sweetness." Rock is victorious. "Ugh, I am smooshed, and yet smooshing has brought me no joy." "Are you not entertained?" They were entertained, but the battle had been too easy. So Rock left the Kingdom of the Backyard, still in search of a worthy foe. Meanwhile, in the empire of Mom's home office, one lonely and windswept desk mountain, a second great warrior sought the glory of battle, and his name was Paper. Even though he was the smartest warrior in all the land, he was also sad, because no one could outwit him. He set out across Desk Mountain to find his match. There he met a large and square monster. "I gobble up the likes of you and spit them out every day, little Paper." "Oh, then taste my fury, giant box monster." "Paper versus computer printer." "No, not a paper jam." Paper is victorious. Having beaten the fiercest fighter of Desk Mountain, Paper climbed down to the pit of the office trash bin where he battled the most terrifying horde of creatures in all of the land, the half-eaten bag of trail mix. "Paper versus half-eaten bag of trail mix." "Ah, foul wizard, he's blotted out the sun. Run for your lives, ladies." Paper wins again. Can no one beat me? And so, with a heavy heart, Paper departed the empire of Mom's home office. At the same time, in the kitchen realm, in the tiny village of Junk Drawer, there lived a third great warrior. They called her Scissors, and she was the fastest blade in all of the land. She too was unchallenged. On this day, her first opponent was a strange and sticky circle man. "Let us do battle, you tacky and vaguely round monstrosity." I will battle you, and I will leave you beaten and confused with my adhesive and tangling powers. Scissors versus roll of tape. Scissors is victorious. Scissors forged on across the kitchen realm to the frigid wastes of the refrigerator freezer. There she met her most fearsome adversaries yet. Dinosaurs made of frozen breaded chicken. I have come from the far reaches of kitchen to battle you, O bizarre and yummy breaded dinosaurs. Bow before our child-pleasing shapes and flavors, sword master. No one can resist our crunchy awesomeness. Scissors versus dinosaur-shaped chicken nuggets. Dinosaur-shaped chicken nuggets win? No, wait, they don't. Scissors is victorious again. I am so good that not even dinosaur-shaped chicken nuggets can beat me. And so Scissors, like rock and paper before her, traveled beyond her own kingdom, seeking out a challenger who was her equal. Then one day, in the great cavern of two-car garage, Rock and Scissors came face to face. I hope you're wearing your battle pants, Rock Warrior. If by battle pants you mean no pants, but I'm willing to fight you, then yes. Yes, I am wearing my battle pants weird scissory one. Rock versus Scissors. Oh no. An epic and legendary battle ensued, but ultimately Rock is victorious. You have made me so happy by beating me. I wish I felt your joy, Scissors, for I have yet to meet a warrior who can beat me. Hi there. Those are fighting words. Wait, what? Rock versus paper. This is the best day of my life. Thank you for winning, O great knight of paper. That's fine for you, but it looks as though no one will ever beat me. Not so fast, paper. Wait, what? Scissors versus paper. You beat me. And the three great warriors hugged each other and danced for joy, and they became fast friends. Finally, they had each met their matches. They were so happy, in fact, that they began to battle again and again. Round after round they went, in the most massive and epic three-way battle of all time. And it is said that this joyous struggle still rages on to this very day. That is why children around the world in backyards, on playgrounds, and yes, even in classrooms, still honor the three great warriors by playing rock, paper, scissors. The end.
Today I will be reading the story of Yertle the Turtle. On the faraway island of Salamasond, Yertle the Turtle was king of the pond. A nice little pond. It was clean, it was nice. The water was warm, there was plenty to eat. The turtles had everything turtles might need, and they were all happy, very happy indeed. They were, until Yertle, the king of them all, decided the kingdom he ruled was too small. I'm ruler, said Yertle, of all that I see, but I don't see enough. That's the trouble with me. With this stone for a throne, I look down upon my pond, but I cannot look down on the places beyond. This throne that I sit in is too low. It ought to be higher, he said with a frown. If I could sit high, how much greater I'd be. What a king! I'd be a ruler of all I could see. So Yertle, the king turtle, lifted his hand, and Yertle, the turtle king, gave a command. He ordered 9 turtles to swim to his stone, and using these turtles, he built a new throne. He made each turtle stand on another one's back, and while he climbed them all up in a 9-turtle stack, and then Yertle climbed up, he sat down on the pile. What a wonderful view! He could see most a mile. All mine, Yertle cried. Oh, the things I now rule. I'm king of a cow, and I'm king of a mule. I'm king of a house, and what's more beyond that, I'm king of a blueberry bush and a cat. I'm Yertle the Turtle, oh marvelous me. I am the ruler of all that I see. And all through that morning he sat up there on high, saying over and over, oh, A great king am I, until long about noon, then he heard a faint sigh. What's that? Snapped the king, and he looked down the stack, and he saw at the bottom a turtle named Mac. Just a part of his throne, and this plain little turtle looked up and he said, Beg your pardon, King Yertle. I've pains in my back and my shoulders and knees. How long must we stand here? Your Majesty, please? Silence! The king of the turtles barked back. I'm king, and you're only a turtle named Mac. You stay in your place while I sit here and rule. I'm king of a cow, I'm king of a mule, I'm king of a house and a bush and a cat. But that isn't all. I'll do better than that. My throne shall be higher, his royal voice thundered. So pile up more turtles. I want about 200. Turtles, more turtles, he bellowed and brayed. And the turtles way down in the pond who were afraid. They trembled, they shook, but they came, they obeyed. From all over the pond, they came swimming by dozens, whole families of turtles with uncles and cousins. And all of them stepped on the head of poor Mac. One after another, they climbed up the stack. Then Yertle the turtle was perched up so high he could see 40 miles from his throne in the sky. Hooray! Shouted Yertle. I'm king of the trees. I'm king of the birds. I'm king of the bees. I'm king of the butterflies. King of the air. Ah me, what a throne! What a wonderful chair! I'm Yertle the turtle. Oh, marvelous me! For I am the ruler of all that I see. Then again from below, in the great heavy stack, came a groan from that plain little turtle named Mac. Your Majesty, please, I don't like to complain, but down here below we are feeling great pain. I know up on top you are seeing great sights, but down at the bottom we too should have rights. We turtles can't stand it. Our shells will all crack. Besides, we need food. We are starving, groaned Mac. You hush up your mouth, howled the mighty King Yertle. You've no right to talk to the world's highest turtle. I rule from the clouds, over land, over sea. There's nothing, no, nothing that's higher than me. But while he was shouting, he saw with surprise that the moon of the evening was starting to rise, up over his head in the darkening skies. What's that? Snorted Yertle. Say, what is that thing that dares to be higher than Yertle the king? I shall not allow it. I'll go still higher. I'll build my throne higher. I can and I will. I'll call some more turtles. I'll stack them to heaven. I need about 5,607. As Yertle the Turtle King lifted his hand, he started to order and give the command. That plain little turtle below in the stack, that plain little turtle whose name was just Mac, decided he'd taken enough, and he had. And that plain little lad got a little bit mad. And that plain little Mac did a plain little thing. He burped, and his burp shook the throne of the king. And Yertle the turtle, the king of the trees, the king of the air and the birds and the bees, the king of a house and a cow and a mule, well, that was the end of the Turtle King's rule. For Yertle, the king of Salamasan, fell off his high throne and fell plunk in the pond. And today, the great Yertle, that marvelous he, is king of the mud. That is all he can see. And the turtles, of course, all the turtles are free, as turtles and maybe all creatures should be. The end.
Hi there, my name is Scott, and I'm with the Vegetation Maintenance Department for PEC. I'm a vegetation specialist, and today I'm going to read Dog Breath, The Horrible Trouble with Halitosis. There once was a dog named Hallie who lived with the Tosis family. Halitosis was a very good dog, but she had a big problem. Halitosis had horrible breath. Whenever Halitosis opened her mouth, horrible things happened. When the children took Halitosis for a walk, everyone else walked on the other side of the street. Even skunks avoided Halitosis. But the real trouble started one day when Grandma Tosis stopped by for a cup of tea, and Hallie jumped up to say hello. Mr. and Mrs. Tosis were not amused. Something has to be done about that smelly dog, they said. The next day, Mr. and Mrs. Tosis decided to find a new home for Hallie. The children knew that the only way they could save their dog was to get rid of her bad breath, so they took Halitosis to the top of a mountain that had a breathtaking view. They hoped that the breathtaking view would take Hallie's breath away, but it didn't. Next, the children took Halitosis to a very exciting movie. They hoped that all the excitement would leave Hallie breathless, but it didn't. Finally, the children took Halitosis to a carnival. They hoped that Hallie would lose her breath on the speedy roller coaster. But that idea stunk too. The plans to change Hallie's bad breath had failed. Now, only a miracle could save Halitosis. Sadly, the three friends said goodnight, unaware that a miracle was just on the horizon. Later that night, when everyone was sound asleep, two sneaky burglars crept into the Tosis house. The two burglars were tiptoeing through the dark, quiet rooms when suddenly they came upon Halitosis. "Yikes!" whispered one burglar. "It's a big, mean, scary dog." "Oh, don't be silly," whispered the other burglar. "That's only a cute little fuzzy puppy." The two burglars giggled at the sight of such a friendly little dog. "That dog couldn't hurt a fly," whispered one burglar. "Come here, Poochie Poochie," whispered the other. So Halitosis came over and gave the burglars a nice big kiss. Slurp! The next morning, the Tosis family awoke to find two burglars passed out cold on their living room floor. It was a miracle! The Tosis family got a big reward for turning in the crooks, and soon Halitosis was the most famous crime-fighting dog in the country. In the end, Mr. and Mrs. Tosis changed their minds about finding a new home for Hallie. They decided to keep their wonderful watchdog after all. Because life without Halitosis just wouldn't make any sense. The end.
My name is Bobby Bryant, and I work for Pedernales Electric. And today, I'm going to read One More Dino on the Floor by Kelly Starling Lyons. Pictures by Luke Flowers. One more dino on the floor. One dino stands upon the sand. She hums and drums a one-girl band. She starts to wiggle head to feet, then bops and boogies to the beat. She hears a swish. What's this? One more dino on the floor. Two dinos grace the place with flair. They waltz in time, a classy pair. They float and twirl with poise and charm and sway together arm in arm. They hear a swish. What's this? One more dino on the floor. Three dinos showing off their style. From side to side, they rock and smile. They slick their spikes and dip a knee. Their Dougie is the one to see. They hear a swish. What's this? One more dino on the floor. Four dinos frolic face to face with country sass and steady pace. They swing their partner round and round, then hook the next, one lost, one found. They hear a swish. What's this? One more dino on the floor. Five dinos dare to limbo dance. Two grab a branch and take a stance. Three curve and bend and step with soul, dipping low to clear the pole. They hear a swish. What's this? One more dino on the floor. 6 dinos in a breaking groove. With hip-hop cool, they rock and move. They drop and swipe, windmill and freeze, boing on the ground with ease. They hear a swish. What's this? One more dino on the floor. 7 dinos prancing right. They bop to the left and keep it tight. Then bounce and kick and walk it out. They Cupid shuffle all about. They hear a swish. What's this? One more dino on the floor. 8 dinos jump and jitterbug. They flip and whirl and cut a rug. They slide and split with zest and zing. They flap their tails, they fly, they fling. They hear a swish. What's this? One more dino on the floor. 9 dinos get down as they bustle, work the bump and do the hustle. Stepping, turning side by side, they clap and point, they dino glide. They dance together, big and small, beneath the sun their disco ball. Tall trees sway, leaves twist and swing, dance steps rumble, rock and ring. Ooh, they hear a stomp. Oh no, a roar. Tyrannosaurus is on the floor. The dancers quake and shake with fear. His scary grin makes dinos clear. They watch their guest with worried eyes, and then they get a big surprise. The T-Rex spins, stands on his toes. He moonwalks, strikes a funky pose. The dinos cheer, 1 dino more. 10 dinos party on the floor. Twilight spreads across the sky. They jam until they're parched and dry. They gasp and pant, their tongues hang low. The bash is over, it's time to go. The dinos dash to their main goal, a gulp of water at the hole. They slurp, they splash, they laugh, they roll. Then one shakes dry and takes a stroll. Got them all playing in the water. She hums and spins and hits the floor, and all the dinos dance once more. They're not done dancing. And that is it.
Remember, every day we're building brilliant Bobcats because we are raising the bar by believing in ourselves, achieving our goals, and reimagining our future. We will conclude our announcements with our victory roar. Say it with me. Together we must believe. Together we will achieve. Together we are reimagining 901. Have a fantastic day of teaching and learning.